Integration in logical learning.
Body created by Debarshi Pramanick. Now, what is human body? The human body is the structure of a human being. It is composed of many different types of cells that together create the tissues and subsequently the organ systems. You can see a picture of the human anatomy is given here in the left hand side of the PPT. Now, the 5 senses in a human body, the most effective 5 sense organs are taste, sight, hearing, smell and touch. Now, what is taste? Taste is the gustatory system which allows the humans to distinguish between safe and harmful food and to gauge the food's nutritional value. Sweetness, usually regarded as a pleasurable sensation, is produced by the presence of sugars and substances that mimic sugar. Now, what is sourness? Sour taste is detected by a small subset of cells that are distributed across all taste buds in the tongue. Sour taste cells can be identified by the expression of the protein, although this gene is not required for sour responses. Now, what is saltiness? The simplest receptor found in the mouth is the sodium chloride salt receptor. Saltiness is a taste produced primarily by the presence of sodium ions. Other ions of the alkali metals group also taste salty, but the further from sodium, the less salty the sensation is. Now, what is bitterness? Bitterness is one of the most sensitive of the tastes and may perceive it as unpleasant, sharp, or disagreeable, but it is sometimes desirable and intentionally added via various bittering agents. Savoriness, having an appetizing flavor, flavorsomeness, appetizingness, the property of stimulating the appetite, sapidness, sapidity, a pleasant flavor. Sight or perceiving things through the eyes is a complex process. First, the light reflects off an object to the eye. The transparent outer layer of the eye, called the cornea, bends the light that passes through the hole of the pupil. Hearing. This sense works via the complex labyrinth that is the human ear. Sound is funneled through the external ear and piped into the external auditory canal. Then the sound waves reach the tympanic membrane or the eardrum. Smell. Humans may be able to smell over 1 trillion scents. According to the researchers, they do this with the olfactory cleft which is found on the roof of the nasal cavity next to the smelling part of the brain. The olfactory bulb. Nerve endings in the olfactory cleft transmit the smells to the brain according to the American Society. Touch. The gustatory sense is usually broken down into the perception of 4 different tastes: salty, sweet, sour and bitter. There is also a 5th taste defined, savory. There are many other flavors that have not yet been discovered. Also, spicy is not a taste. Now let's talk about the systems of the human body. There are 9 organ systems in the human body: circulatory, respiratory, skeletal, muscular, digestive, excretory, integument, nervous and endocrine. Now, what is circulatory system? We all know that it consists of the heart and all the blood vessels, the system that moves the blood throughout the body. The circulatory system is composed of the heart, arteries, capillaries and veins. This system transports oxygenated blood from the lungs and heart throughout the body via the arteries. The circulatory location and function. Located just behind and slightly left of the breastbone, it pumps blood through the network of arteries and veins called the cardiovascular system. The systematic circulation is a major portion of the circulatory system. The human circulatory system functions to transport blood and oxygen from the lungs to the various tissues of the body. The heart pumps the blood throughout the body. The lymphatic system is an extension of the human circulatory system that includes cell-mediated and antibody-mediated immune systems. Now, what is respiratory system? The respiratory system is what allows us to breathe and exchange the carbon dioxide for oxygen. The lungs work with the circulatory system to pump the oxygen-rich blood to all the cells in the body. The primary organs of the respiratory system are the lungs, which carry out this exchange of gases as we breathe. Now let's move on to their function and its location. The human gas exchanging organ, the lung, is located on the thorax, where its delicate tissues are protected by the bony and muscular thoracic cage. The lung provides the tissue of the human body with a continuous flow of oxygen and clears the blood of the gaseous waste product, carbon dioxide. The human respiratory system is a series of organs responsible for taking in oxygen and expelling the carbon dioxide. The primary organs of the respiratory system are the lungs, which carry out this exchange of gases as we breathe. Now the skeletal system. It includes the bones, cartilage and teeth. About 206 bones in the human body. Four major functions are protection, protects the vital organs, storage, stores minerals and fat, movement, muscles pull bones to move, and blood cell formation, make blood cells, joint where two or more bones come together. As you can see, a picture is given here in the left hand side of the PPT. Now its location and function. The adult human skeleton is made up of 206 bones. The thoracic cage surrounds the heart and the lungs. The vertebral column, commonly called the spine, is formed by over 30 small bones. Then there are limbs, upper and lower, and the girders that attach the forelimbs to the vertebral column. Human skeleton performs 6 major functions: support, movement, protection, production of blood cells, storage of minerals, and endocrine regulation. Now let's talk about the muscular system. The muscular system is responsible for the movement of the body. Attached to the bones of the skeletal system are about 700 named muscles that make up roughly half of a person's body weight. Voluntary muscles move under your control. Involuntary muscles that move without you controlling them. Tendons connect muscles to the bones. Digestive system. The human digestive system consists of the gastrointestinal tract plus the accessory organs of digestion, the tongue, salivary glands, pancreas, liver, and gallbladder. Digestion involves the breakdown of food into smaller and smaller components until they can be absorbed and assimilated into the body. Now its location and function. The GL tract is a series of hollow organs joined in a long twisting tube from the mouth to the anus. The hollow organs that make up the GL tract are the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. The liver, pancreas, and gallbladder are the solid organs of the digestive system. Now the function of the digestive system is digestion and absorption. Digestion is the breakdown of food into small molecules which are then absorbed into the body. The digestive system is divided into two major parts. The digestive tract alimentary canal is a continuous tube with two openings, the mouth and the anus. Now the excretory system. It collects water and filters the body fluids. It removes and concentrates waste products from the body fluids and returns the other substances to the body fluids as necessary from the homeostasis and eliminates the excretory products from the body. Its location and function. Kidneys. The human kidneys are the major organs of the bodily excretion. They are bean-shaped organs located on either side of the backbone at about the level of the stomach and the liver. Blood enters the kidneys through renal arteries and leaves through renal veins. The excretory system is responsible for the elimination of waste produced by homeostasis. There are several parts of the body that are involved in this process, such as sweat glands, the liver, the lungs, and the kidney system. Every human has 2 kidneys. Integumentary system. It protects the body's internal living tissues and organs. It protects against the invasion by the infectious organisms. It also protects the body from dehydration. And it also abrupt changes in temperature. It helps to dispose of the waste materials, and it also stores water and fat. What is nervous system? The nervous system of the vertebrates, including the humans, is divided into the central nervous system (CNS) and the peripheral nervous system (PNS). The CNS is the major division, and it consists of the brain and the spinal cord. The spinal canal contains the spinal cord, while the cranial cavity contains the brain. Now its location and function. The cell bodies of the somatic sensory organs and the neurons lie in the dorsal root ganglia of the spinal cord. The visceral part, also known as the autonomic nervous system, contains the neurons that innervate the internal organs, blood vessels, and glands. Now the nervous system has three main functions: sensory, integration, and motor. What is sensory? The sensory function of the nervous system involves collecting the information from the sensory receptors that monitor the body's internal and external conditions. Endocrine system. The major glands of the endocrine system are the hypothalamus, pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, adrenals, pineal body, and the reproductive organs, ovaries, and the testes. The pancreas is also a part of this system. It has a role in the hormone production as well as digestion. Many glands make up the endocrine system. The hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and the pineal gland are in your brain. The thyroid and the parathyroid glands are in your neck. The thymus is between your lungs, the adrenals are on the top of your kidneys, and the pancreas is behind your stomach. The endocrine system is made up of glands that produce and secrete the hormones, chemical substances produced in the body that regulate the activity of cells or organs. These hormones regulate the body's growth, metabolism, the physical and chemical processes of the body, and the sexual development and function. Forces with our body. Motion and forces are acting all around us. They are also acting in us. Now, what is motion? Most human motion involves a combination of two types of motion: translatory motion, also known as linear motion, and rotational motion, also known as angular motion. Force. A force is a push or a pull on an object that results from the object's interaction with another object. When two objects interact, there is a force acting on each of them. When the interaction ends, the objects no longer experience that force. Thank you for watching this video.